Greetings, my dear beloved children. Today I would like to remind you about one more truth many of you often forget. I mean your wrong attitude towards yourselves. It is the very thing that often attracts the medium-level astral beings. It has been spoken about in many messages, but for many of you it still remains somewhat abstract background thing. Someone tries to save the whole world not thinking about oneself. Others, on the contrary, pay too much attention to themselves, taking the expression love to oneself too literally. So, I will do my best to help you find the golden mean in this complicated issue. To begin with, many of you don't know your hidden talents and abilities. You often judge yourselves according to someone else's opinions, overestimating or underestimating yourselves depending on the people surrounding you. Someone can deliberately flatter you while others can behave in the manner constantly provoking your feeling guilty. Eventually you generate the energies typical of the medium astral beings, who under certain circumstances can transform into the low-frequency vibrations the lower ones feed on. To make it easy for you to understand what I mean, let's have some case study. It is not uncommon that one family member with the best will in the world gets in charge of and takes up the lion's share of the housework. One takes this as service to one's neighbor, being unaware that they make nothing of their own talents and abilities, because all the potential, both physical and spiritual, is dedicated to meeting someone else's needs. Such people are a tidbit for the medium-level astral beings, or there is some reason for this. The energy they generate can roughly be called the energy of depersonalization, and is exactly the energy the latter feed on. This kind of sacrifice to please others is actually voluntary vanishing into the relatives' energies, which means losing your self-sufficient personality, unique in its value. This manner of behavior is a hornet's nest, for those living for others think they are loving, caring and spiritual people, but they are unaware of the fact they not only prevent their soul from completing its mission but also deprive their relatives of this privilege, foreseeing all the dangers and impeding their life lessons. Consequently, all family members grow into dependence, generating in their turn the energy of consumerism that is also a tidbit for the medium-level astral beings, for it is the society of consumership that is their major donor. Such relations are often to have a sad end, as in the course of time the energies generated by each family member show up in a more and dense way. The one sacrificing oneself seems to be underestimated and thinks their sacrifice is taken for granted. It results in blaming the relatives of being ungrateful. The latter in response start treating their benefactor as a servant, not a bright independent personality. Step by step the relations get aggravated, and the energies dominating the house are quite different now and nourish the lower astral world. It is difficult to notice this gradual change, and all this results from poor understanding of what love towards oneself and one's relatives means. Here we will stop for today. Father Absolute, who loves you without measure, has spoken to you.